is Work Harder, Play Harder, and today we're going to be talking about different types of goals. Whether it's goals that are achievable, goals that are going to meet where you're at right now in life, and whether you're setting the right type of goals. So let's get started. So let's take a mountain. Let's just start with that classic example of a mountain. And so you've got your mountain up here, you're starting here. You're going to climb this mountain, right? All right, well, if you take 2 steps, guess what? You look up, there's still a long way to go to that mountain, right? Take 2 more steps, you still have a long way to go till you reach the top of that mountain. But that's what most people think. They think about how far they have to go. You don't think about the 4 steps you just took. You've already taken 4 steps. Those are out of the way. So take another 100 steps. Yeah, you still have a long way to go to here. And if you think about that, that's gonna be demotivating. But if you look back and you look at, okay, I'm a quarter way up the mountain, and you look at that, that's gonna be one of the things that's gonna drive you to keep continuing your goals and keep continuing what you're doing. So let's talk about the right types of goals. Someday I would love to make $1 million a year. Maybe that's your thing. Maybe you wanna make $500,000 a year. Maybe you wanna manage your own company, okay? So where are you at right now? Are you at a place to where you can just say, okay, I'm gonna quit my job and just jump out and just go out on your own? Or are there other goals that you need to set in order to be able to make that move? Do you need to be able to branch out and make a side hustle with so much money on the side, or have a goal of putting money back in order to get to that? And one of the things that I like to do with my goals is they're achievable. They're small goals, which if you do things in small increments, at the end of the day, at the end of the week, at the end of the month, they actually turn out to be a lot bigger thing than what you would imagine. So with your, let's say laundry, everybody's got to do laundry, right? So I might write that down. Do laundry, something simple as that. Take the kids to practice, right? Go to work 40 hours a week. Maybe my goal is to work 50 hours a week, things that I have to do anyways, that I'm going to do, I like to write those down in my boxes and check them off, because the other stuff that I don't have to do, like this, making videos, that's something that once I've checked these other boxes off and I see, well, I've got to do it anyways, I'm already checking them off, it motivates me personally to want to go ahead and check off the rest of my list. And that's another thing I strongly urge when you're talking about goals. Talk about them. That's great, but when you put them to paper and you put a pen to it and you write them down, it makes it a whole different story. So I know that when I go through, and I usually do mine on my iPhone, in my notes section, and I've got my goals for the week, and it's just the simple things, check off this and I check off that. And as I go throughout the week, I'm keeping track of what I've done. And that helps me to be more comfortable with getting the other stuff done, with wanting to put in the effort, because here I've got this list, and I've checked off this, and this, and there may be 2 things left, and it's the middle of the week. There's nothing to stop me from taking the time to go and do that. So really, that's just what I was trying to get at with today, is to make sure your goals are achievable and attainable. I couldn't quit my job today and just bounce out and try to make $100,000. It wouldn't work like that. But I've got goals in place, such as this and other things, that are hopefully, at the end result, consistency, again, is going to allow me to step out and do that type of thing. So just try and keep your goals achievable and stay consistent with it. So that's all for now, and keep rising and grinding. See you guys later.